Hello and welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. I'm not exactly quite ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Okay, we had a great day. Did no? Well, no. Another full day's worth of work here. It is 5 o'clock. Uh, did we get more done than we got done yesterday? No. I mean, we did about the same. I got half of a box that was damn near frozen solid of vegetable oil. It wasn't frozen solid. It's just like molasses. Took way too long to get that half a fucking vac box loaded up in my tanker here, my vacuum tanker. And I said, "Hey man, we're gonna need some heat over here," and they said, "Tough titties, just keep trying." I said, "All right, I'm just sitting here not doing a goddamn thing, but all right." So we sat over there for a few hours, which was fine, and then got moved over here to the other area where they were like, "Hey, we're gonna start putting heat on these boxes over here." So whenever I came over, they had heat and air. They have like an air compressor with a stinger on it or a wand or whatever, and they're slurrying up this vac box of vegetable oil waste. And then they got the steamer stuck down in there also. Um, we loaded it mostly. It's well, I don't know. When you get down there to the bottom, it's really not. It's not friendly, but it was hot. It was nice and hot. Um, and that's really about all I got done today. I mean, from 7, we started loading at I think 9 today. So 2 hours of doing their bullshit in the mornings and getting set up and ready to go. And from 9 until now, been working, running the truck. And the truck is, it don't like doing it. It'll do it. It don't like doing it. I sprung a leak on my PTO connection on the right behind the cab. That was during the offloading process. It it had been a drip, but I keep a like an absorbent rag wrapped around it, so it's catching most of it, and I ain't got to worry about it for a while. But then, yeah, we're offloading. We get down to the very last little bit, and offloading. You would think, I thought, maybe not you, but me for sure thought that the offloading process was going to go way fucking faster. I don't know why I thought that. It took damn near 3 hours to offload my tanker. That's not good. That's not how it's supposed to be. And my PTO was screaming. Plus, now I have a little bit of a wiring thing I have to do. I'm not a wiring guy. I'm not a fix it. Company shit, I'm not. I mean, I'll fix it if I have to, if I can figure it out. But I don't know. It shouldn't be that hard. But the PTO has a big tank on the side of the tractor. It looks like a fuel tank, but it's not. Don't put fuel in that, you dumb motherfucker. Okay, it's hydraulic oil, and it goes up into a radiator, or it goes into the radiator and then back into that tank. And it's got an inlet and outlet, and there's a little radiator fan on the radiator. And I've never seen that thing turn on ever, but it's never been this big of a problem before, where through insulated gloves, I can barely touch the fucking hydraulic hoses. They're so goddamn hot. And when that hydraulic fluid gets that hot, it's getting thin. And I don't know if it cooks. How hydraulic, I don't know enough about hydraulic fluid to know, but I'm pretty sure like oil, I don't know. You can burn transmission fluid. That's the analogy I'm going to use here. I don't know. Can you burn hydraulic fluid? Like, get it way too fucking hot. But, I mean, I don't know. Is it going to be fine afterwards, after it cools down? Is it normal? I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, those were so fucking hot. It took a few minutes for me to get my hydraulic cables unhooked, just because I had to keep, touch it and let go, touch it and let go, touch it and let go. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. And yeah, the hydraulic fluid was springing a leak. That's when all this, I started noticing some problems. I saw some smoke coming from the tractor. I was like, that ain't good. So I go over there, and it is springing a leak directly into the radiator, which is full of also hot hydraulic fluid, and it's just creating a steam effect. So I shut down the hydraulics and grabbed a hammer. I loosened up the fitting just because, I don't know, it's going up and down. I can't tell which way it's supposed to fucking turn. So I loosened it, and then I tightened it extra fucking tight. I used a hammer on those fucking wing nuts. You got to. There's no way I could get that thing hand tight and it wouldn't leak. You got to hammer that motherfucker down. I probably do have a seal that's not in super great shape, but hey, to my surprise, a little bit of tap tap tappity with a hammer brought it back down to a drip. I thought it cleared it up and it was going to be perfectly fine, but no, it's at a drip now, which is fine. A drip is manageable. But if it gets any worse, because that's the other thing is, I thought, okay, I'm gonna stay out here one more time, and then I'll go home on Thursday. Well, they want me to stay out here till Friday. They want me to put in a half day on Friday out here. Which I don't have a problem with it. I need to make money, and this is easy money. Not gonna lie, especially getting a per diem on top of all that. So there is a slight problem. I don't have any clean underwear or socks. Shirts, I'll wear a shirt multiple days if I have to. It's not a problem. I can do that. I don't plan on smelling super great every fucking day 100% of the time. But underwear, I cannot put on dirty underwear. It's happened before and I hate myself for it. I don't want to be that man. I don't want to be a man in dirty underwear. And dirty socks. Listen, these boots I got here are pretty new-ish boots. And dirty socks just make them old quick, you know? God damn. Dirty socks really just degrade your boots fast. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really want to have to try to navigate myself to a fucking Walmart or something like that. Are you serious? I'm fucking stuck. I had to lock my diffs in just now to get over a curb. Um, yeah, no clean clothes, which is unfortunate. And the shirts, yeah, I have a button-down shirt sitting right here too, which is clean. So that's a strong possibility for me to wear tomorrow. And then I got Friday on top of it. So I'm gonna have to do something. Uh, I might just go buck 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 naked, tomorrow. Or not buck naked, but no underwear. Nah, I can't do that. I really can't. You can think that you can, but I can't. I can't do that. I'm not gonna. I'm not wearing jeans with no undies on. I need my loins all fabricated up. You know, I can't be having them on some fucking denim. I can't be having denim balls. It's not gonna happen. What else happened today? Oh yeah. This guy that I'm working with, he's like super safe. He's a safety guy. I don't have a problem with the safety guy being safe and everything. But we were walking, and he went between a dumpster and a pallet, and I was following him, and he said, "Hey, don't go this way." And I'm like, "Oh, right." I didn't know what it was, but I just walked out and I went all the way down the parking lot to the road, and then took the road all the way over. And then I met up with him, and he's like, "That was just a skinny spot." And I'm like, "You motherfucker, you motherfucker, made me feel fat as fuck." Okay, doing that to me. Are these rail crossings about to come down? I can't tell. I couldn't believe it. He's like, "That was just a skinny spot. I didn't want you to have to." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I can walk sideways. I'm not that. I'm not that fat, man." So, anyways, that was kind of funny. Just being berated. But no, he's a good guy. But he was freaking out whenever I was like, he's like, "What are you doing over here?" Right as I'm like trying to work on the hydraulic system. And he's like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, I sprung a little bit of a leak." He's like, "Oh God, we got to get some floor dry down." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, eventually, like, can we hold off on that?" Like, I mean, hydraulic fluid is already on the ground. It's not going to get more on the ground. It's already on the ground, and it's on broken concrete, gravel, railroad ties that are already covered in fucking bullshit. You know, like, hey man, can we focus on fixing the problem? So we did. We fixed the problem, and then I was like, once I'm done, I'll pull out of here, and we ain't got to fucking try to get kitty litter underneath my truck. I'll just pull out, and then I can spread it around or whatever. But I will say, I'm pretty proud of myself. My driving ability. Oh, I'd like to think that if anybody else was in my seat, they'd have crashed this fucking thing today. They wouldn't have. They can drive too. A lot of people can drive a truck. But I don't know. I just impress myself sometimes. I got to back around a blind corner, jackknife around a corner, in between a building on railroad tracks, and but not get too close to the other railroad tracks because there's a big old ditch there, and you'll fuck up your tires if you get down in there. And then you got to watch your swing zone for your nose of your tractor or cab or whatever, and then you got to re-center yourself without hitting the fence. And I did it yesterday, and I don't know, I thought I was gonna do it better today, but I did it just as good as yesterday today. But I did so yesterday I had to pull up, like I was backing down along a building in between the railroad tracks on a railroad track, and don't go too far because then you'll hit the train. Well, fucking bullshit. They got all the tracks locked out and everything. But yesterday I had to reassess once I got, like, to get straight. I was a little gay. Um, but today I didn't have to reassess to get straight. I was already straight, and I think I did one thing better yesterday, and I did the other thing better today. And there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna fucking master both of them, and I hope tomorrow I get more than one fucking tanker offloaded. Jesus, like it really bothers me because the one guy, he's like, do you guys have like a better truck? I'm like, hey, mister, this is not the truck's fault. He's like, I don't know. I feel like we could pump it faster with a different truck. I'm like, brother, listen to me. Don't you ever talk shit on my fucking vacuum tanker, okay? Listen, there's a lot of things you can fucking be upset with. This vacuum tanker's doing a hell of a job here. I'm pulling 20 pounds of vacuum all fucking day long, okay? It's not the truck's fault that it's pulling molasses, okay? This truck works good. The shit you're trying to put in it is not good shit. Okay, let's get that straight, bud. Can I just click on this and go there? All right. Come on, GPS, help me out here. There we go. Yeah, I was like, no, man. You're the shit you're trying to put in this thing is way too fucking thick. The truck is doing a good job. I'm pulling really good vacuum, and hey, I've used this truck before, and it does. Like I had to haul some. I don't know. Well, it might not have been this truck, but I had to haul porta potty liquid. This is a silly job. Thought it was a joke of a job, but they had a frac tank full of porta potty liquid. The blue liquid that goes in porta potties. Well, guess what? This liquid wasn't blue. These people that work at the porta potty liquid factory kept dumping blue dye into this frac tank full of porta potty liquid, and the blue dye wasn't blue enough. It just kept turning it green and greener and greener and greener and greener, and they were like, what the fuck is going on? Why will it not turn blue? So I did not know that porta potty liquid was such an important liquid to be blue. I still don't know why it has to be blue and it can't be green. But these people, they had me show up and haul tanker loads, four or five tanker loads of porta potty liquid to the landfill because it wasn't blue enough. Hey, whatever, man. It's your money. Your money, but people can't shit on green liquid. They have to shit on blue liquid. You know how many people are going to pee in there and then it's going to turn green anyways? I wonder if maybe people just thought the frac tank was a porta potty and they were just peeing in there. Like whenever they go home from work, whatever, fucking vagrants show up and start shitting and pissing in the porta potty liquid. But I'll tell you what, it smelled very nice. It's one of the nicest smelling liquids I've ever had to haul. I like to think that it had not been shit in. It would be nice if it was fresh porta potty liquid. I cannot verify that, but that's what they told me. So there's one piece of the puzzle. It probably was. They're probably not lying. The only thing better than that was I don't know, there's some place we had to suck out some barrels and they were full of perfume. That was I mean, we had we sucked all the barrels out. The truck smelled great. And then, obviously we go to the chicken plant or the pig plant or the cow plant or whatever. We go to all the fucking, you killing an animal, we're there. We're gonna suck up the death liquid that comes from the animal's death. So the truck ended up smelling like shit once again, which is normal. But at the yard, we had all these empty barrels, and we had to smash them with an excavator. And there's like, I don't know, a liter that for the Canadians out there, and the Australians, and all the other people that use liters. We use 2 liters in the United States, and that's about the only liter you're gonna know about, unless it's a 5.7 liter 350 Chevy, small block Chevy. But anyways, there's like a good sized jug worth of perfume left in the bottom of these barrels that didn't get sucked out, and we had to smash them with the excavator at the shop and throw them in the metal bin, and that perfume was all over the ground. And it smelled nice at the yard for a long time. I mean, if you go over there and get on your knees, you start sniffing them rocks, you might get a little bit of a hint of lavender or whatever the fucking women's wear. But yeah, that's probably the nicest smelling stuff we've ever had to deal with. Everything else sucks. Even this vegetable oil, it should be pretty just vegetable oily, right? But it smells like ass. It don't smell good. It's the waste. It doesn't smell as bad as some places, but anyways, what else happened today? Oh, I had tuna. Because the one guy, I thought this guy, I was like, man, he bought me lunch one day. Maybe he'll buy me lunch again. No, I had to have tuna. So, oh yeah, that was one of the things is I got half of that first box that was halfway loaded. I got it loaded, and then I was getting everything picked up, and I was getting ready to put my truck in drive and move out of the fucking way and start working on something else. And another truck pulled up and opened up, and they brought over a crane, and they had to unload. They weren't steel coils. They were just, I don't know what the fuck they were. They were some big fucking metal things, round, cylindrical metal things. They had to take off with a crane from a truck, and there was a fuckload of them, and they could only haul 2 at a time. So I got stuck there, and when I get stuck like that, and there ain't no work to be done, I get a little fidgety and hungry, and so I decided to go ahead and eat my tuna. So turns out you can open up a can of tuna pretty easily with a razor blade and not chip off the tip of your razor blade. I didn't chip the tip. Everything worked out just fine. And you just cut the can open. I just cut the can open. I did get a little bit of tuna juice in here. Luckily it's cold out, so I don't think it's going to be a problem, but just cut the top of the can open and made me some tuna. I didn't bring everything good for tuna with me. I don't have enough room for all the good stuff for tuna. I brought some Dijon mustard, Grey Poupon. Never had it. Well, I've had it, but I haven't. I've never had a bottle to myself. That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool having your own bottle of Grey Poupon. I thought it came in jars only. I thought it was that fancy, but no, they sell it in a squeeze bottle. Grey Poupon, some Hellmann's mayonnaise. Listen, I don't know. Hellmann's is just good. It's just some good mayonnaise. When you think of mayonnaise, I think of Hellmann's. I tried that Duke's mayo for a while. I don't really have much against it. I just, it's got a little bit of a different taste to it. So Hellmann's it is. We're a Hellmann's household. And I had some relish and sandwich peppers. Those made a difference. I had some like mild sandwich peppers or whatever that are like in oil, and I dumped some of those in there. Mixed it all up, put it on a slice of bread, and it was super juicy because I didn't squeeze all the tuna juice out of the can. I was like, oh, it'll mix up, it'll be nice. It wasn't bad. It was a little bit more wet than I was hoping for, but I thought the mayonnaise was gonna help thicken it up but it didn't. I mean, it did, but not really. And threw it on some bread, and then I got the jalapeno deep fried. They got to be deep fried. I don't know what they're. They're just jalapeno chips, like deep fried jalapeno chips in a little bag, and I sprinkle those motherfuckers on top of that tuna with another slice of bread, and I had me some delicious tuna sandwiches today. For being stuck at the vegetable oil plant, I had a pretty good lunch. So ate that up, and then the truck got out of the way, and then I was finally able to go load some more bullshit. But man, yeah, that took a long time to offload. It took way longer than I was expecting to do anything at all today. Tomorrow, my hopes are high. There's a frac tank sitting there, and it's got pretty liquidy stuff in it. I hope it's all liquidy and it's not just like, I don't know, thin shit on top. I don't know. But it looked pretty liquidy, so I think that's where I'm going to focus my skills tomorrow. Is I'm going to pull up, get situated, ready to start pulling from this frac tank, and but I might go ahead and finish off one of the vac boxes or whatever. If it's going to be a pain in the ass and not really suck very well, I'm going to give up on it. And that's where I'm trying to tell this guy, we have 14 vac boxes out there. They each hold around 3,000 gallons. They're not full 3,000 gallons, but they're pretty fucking full, and they're too heavy for a roll-off to move them. And I'm trying to tell the guy, I'm like, let's just get the easy shit first. We can revisit all of these vac boxes at a later time. But let's get all the easy shit. We need to start making some actual progress. So yeah, I don't know. Should I just work on the frac tank and get the frac tank finished? Because then I don't know. It would be nice if I got 2 or 3 loads done tomorrow. But with all these problems we're having, it's looking like I don't know. I don't know what it's looking like. It's looking like I'm not going to get a lot done tomorrow, no matter what I fucking do. Another weird thing about tomorrow is I've been working with 1, 2, 3 different people kind of managing me, and all 3 of them are going to be gone tomorrow. I had no idea until the very end of the day. The guy that was the last one, he was like, yeah, none of us are going to be here tomorrow. I'm like, oh, all right, which I don't have a problem with. If you tell me you want all of this oil in that rail car and you leave me the fuck alone, I will do my damnedest to get it done. But when I got 3 people telling me I got to do it this way, I got to do it that way. Oh, we can't leave the steamer going overnight because it's outside the fence and a kid might jump in the tank. I don't know. It's a lot of shit they want me to jump through. Everybody's got a safety item they want addressed before you can do anything, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I mean, even with all their safety stuff, that takes time. But the actual act of doing the job takes a long fucking time too. It's like, can we just talk about the safety shit after I do just get going? Come on, let's get going. Let's get working here. Quit blocking me in. Hey, don't park your shit in front of me for an hour. That'd be cool. If I could just not have people in my fucking way the whole time. Because there's one, the alleyway that I had to back into, not on the railroad track, a different alley. There's a really easy way to get to the alley, but it's always jam-packed full of fucking side-by-sides, pickup trucks, people loading shit, people offloading shit, forklift. Like, everybody just parks all their shit in the easiest way for me to navigate. And they're like, oh, yeah, tankers usually just pull down in here and get in there. I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice. That would be nice. But every time I come over here, I got these guys. They're blocking the whole fucking area, and they're also blocking the road. I got to go into the neighborhood and around, and then up another fucking alleyway with it's got fucking cars on both sides, and then I got to back across. And they got the grain haulers that are parking. They leave literally 9 feet in between the back of a grain hauler and the front of a grain hauler, and I have to snake it in there and then weasel my way back into the alleyway. And then as soon as I make my get in there, somebody parks in front of me. It's a pain in the ass, man. If you guys would just, put me a little bit higher on the priority level and get these other fuckers to get out of my goddamn way, things would move a little faster. But whatever. Hey, I don't own this place. You guys hired me. I heard a little bit of a rumor on how much it costs to have us out there, or not us, me, but somebody with a tanker truck out there doing this job by the day is pretty fucking expensive. And I don't know if they realize how much money they are spending on me to be out there, but I think it's one of them open contracts. It's like they bid on it and they say, oh yeah, it'll take this long, and then it isn't taking that long, but we're still going to charge them for the time that I got to be out there. And I'm telling you, I've been doing a good job. I've been doing as good of a job as I possibly can. Anybody coming out there is going to have the same problems I'm having. The only thing to make this go any faster is to add another truck. And I thought that's what they might do, because there's a has haul tomorrow that I'm not looking forward to doing a has haul, but it would be a nice little, it's a little bit different. I can listen to podcasts. I can't listen to podcasts here. That I can't have my headphones on. I can't listen to nothing. They don't even want me to have my phone with me. Did I mention that they don't want me to chew tobacco? Like, they don't want you drinking nothing, eating nothing. They don't want you doing a fucking thing. Which I'm pretty good at doing nothing, but I like to be able to at least chew some tobacco and scroll on my phone a little bit when I'm doing literally nothing but sitting there. Maybe, oh, I want a drink of water. Oh, you better get in your truck. The fuck? Like, all right, go get in the truck. But no, I don't know. I don't want to complain too much because this isn't that horrible of a job. And I'm getting per diem. I'm getting long days, not long days. I don't know. I started at 6:30 to 5:30. Well, 6:30 to 6, so 11 and a half hours. Is that right? That'll work out. That'll work out. But yeah, that's my shit for the day today. I would love to listen to some podcasts. There are multiple podcasts out there that I'd like to listen to from creators I know on a personal level, and others I don't know at all. I'd like to listen to them, but I can't. And I lost my JBL earbuds. Dude, I lose so much shit. I lose so much shit. It's infuriating. I have no idea where my JBL headphones are. Which they were a gift from the company, so it's not like I had to spend any money on them, but they were nice to have. Because this headset, this trucker headset, really steams up the ear. And makes my ear feel like flat, and I wear glasses and a hat, so it kind of pushes on shit and doesn't feel super great. So it is nice every now and again to pop in some earbuds and let this fucking thing charge up. And with my earbuds, like if I had my earbuds, I would probably put them in and wear them at this place, and I don't think they would, make me get rid of them. They might, but I don't think so. And my earbuds are cool because the trucker headset, there's no way to skip songs or skip, like, if an ad pops up on a podcast or whatever, you can't just skip forward with this trucker headset. Maybe there is a way. I haven't looked into it that much, but with them JBLs, you just double tap that motherfucker and you're skipping 10 seconds. It's kind of nice. Why do you guys listen to me? I'm over here just talking about random bullshit that everybody knows about. Why are you guys listening? This is not a good podcast to listen to. Okay? We need to just slow down the subscribers. Hey, I have found a way to slow down the subscribers. Subs. Well, I haven't slowed them down, but I've been going through my analytics on YouTube, and on YouTube I did kind of do a bait and switch. Unintentional, and years in between, but I started out my YouTube channel as Off-Road Outlaws content, which is a mobile game you can play on your phone. It's still a game, and you can still play it. It's really cool still. I just don't really play it. I don't know. I'm just not into it as much as I was. But anyways, yeah, as Off-Road Outlaws, I would play the game, and then I would get on the Facebook, and then I would, get on Discord and meet people and share my stuff, and it was cool, and it was growing rapidly. And then I decided to just stop playing Off-Road Outlaws one day, and then I came back, and then I left, and then I came back, and then now once every 6 months I'll open it up and look at it. Now, I did have the CEO of Battle Creek Games reach out to me and a few other map creators talking about getting paid to create maps and whatnot. I haven't heard anything else. We had that initial conversation. We had a couple of emails go back and forth. I haven't reached out to him. He hasn't reached out to me. I'm kind of just like, it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I mean, saying that you can make potentially thousands of dollars a month or whatever on this game, it might be possible, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time to sit and fuck with a fucking video game like that anymore. I just don't really want to. Um, if I had the time to spend on a video game, it would be learning how to mod on BeamNG or something similar to doing that, or like just doing BeamNG content, because BeamNG is just such a badass game, and they are really killing it with these updates. They just had the new update come out, where they added a wheel loader, like a giant wheel loader, and a dump truck, and I thought that was really cool. And then they're always tweaking the game and making it better, and improvements and things you don't think about, and engaging with fans, and people are always creating mods for the game, and it's on the computer, so it's a little bit more high tech and whatnot. I don't know. I would say there's just, I don't want to say there's incompetent people on some of these other games I've mentioned, but children can play a cell phone game and just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they do that on PMNG too, but well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that whole statement is just completely wrong, and I changed my view on it right now. I think there's dumb people that play all kinds of games, and I think dumb people should play games. I think it's a healthy thing to do, is to play some video games. But and I don't know, just I haven't been looking at the world lately, the world of politics and events and things that are going down all over the place, here and there, whatnot. It's a lot to keep up with, and like I said, I haven't been listening to the podcasts I want to listen to. I'm definitely not going to listen to the fucking news, and I'm loose with my politics really too. So it's not like, I don't know. I get roped into shit sometimes. Find a rabbit hole and start going down it, but it's just entertainment for me, really. I mean, um, and I just hate that everything that fucking happens these days, everything that happens these days, people create uh problems with it. There's problems with it. There's conspiracy theories on anything and everything. Nothing can happen without it being part of the bigger plan. Maybe that's my algorithm, but every time I open up my Facebook and I start scrolling, start off looking at square body videos, which I just found a new guy to follow on Facebook. He makes he works on a lot of square bodies and whatnot. Um, I shared I shared one of his videos on my Facebook group. If you want to check that out, link in the description, or just type in Cletus Ray's Roadside Service on YouTube or Facebook or iHeartRadio or Spotify, whatever you. I'm on Facebook. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on X, or that is the same thing, isn't it? I'm not on anything else. I think I have something for Instagram, but I don't know. That's a weird place to be. I don't. That was I'm too old, I think, for Instagram. Don't know what the fuck it is. It's like, oh, it's pictures. I don't know what I'm doing on there. I don't know even how to look at the comments. Same with TikTok. Well, not same with TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account. TikTok don't let you do nothing unless you have an account. So people will send me a TikTok thing or have a link to a TikTok that I click on, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just not watching that. I refuse. Some people can make money on TikTok though, and Facebook. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Am I missing out on something? I think I'm not. I think there are people that are going to use it and make money. That's great. I don't have the time. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but I got a hotel. It's 5:41 and I'm at my hotel already. Just kind of hanging out, about to go into the Dairy Queen again. I might turn around and walk over to Arby's or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Dairy Queen. I ate there last night, and it was a good burger and really good uh, cheese curds. Some of the best cheese curds I've ever had, honestly. I'm just not in a cheese curd mood 2 days in a row. Jams and jellies, peanut clusters, Taffy. I'm looking back over at this Ozark land. I should not go in there. That'd be bad for me and my bank account. My wife would be upset. I should stay away from Ozark land. Really want to just go check it out. I can't walk into a place and not buy something though. Yeah, last night there was a on Showtime. Showtime's got, I don't know. This hotel, they have every 17 of the channels are Showtime channels. I don't know. But I was just scrolling through, and my remote control to the TV, the channel up button didn't work, so I just kept going down until I found something. I ended up watching Final Destination something. Just kind of had it on in the background a little bit. I would watch it every now and again, but I was really messing with my phone. But yeah, I was messing with my phone for a long time last night. It was 2 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I awake still? So, anyways, yeah, I started watching a porno at 1:30. It just turned off of Final Destination and turned into a porno. But it's one of them. I don't know. I actually didn't even make it to where they got naked. I fell asleep. But I was just watching like the storyline. Like there's two women inside of a house sitting on a couch, and you can just tell it's a porn just by looking at it right there. And then a guy like porn men in porn just have a look to them. They look like they're wearing a leather skin outfit or something, and they've got bleached out hair or something, or they got a weird looking nose. I don't know what it is about porno men, but and porno women. You could tell. I could tell it was a porn when I was like, oh, what is this? The acting is not good, but I can tell they're about to get naked, and they're probably gonna both start sucking each other's titties, and then they're both gonna start sucking that guy's cock. I can probably That's probably a good assessment. But then another guy showed up, and I was like, all right, what is this? I was kind of getting into the storyline a little bit. But yeah, I didn't see him get naked. And I mean, I'd tell you if I did. I already jerked off into the fucking AC unit twice. I was not about to try a third time at 2 a.m. But, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Would you ever be in a porno? I don't even know how you get into one porno. I think it's easier for women to get into pornos. I think the men are like, hey, I'm filming a porno, and then it's just him fucking you with a camera in the background. A lot of them. But then some of them are like, they get a Showtime. They sell their porn to Showtime. And then at the Holiday Inn in Mexico, Missouri at 2 a.m., you find a Kletus Ray laying on his bed watching you. How do I be? That guy ain't no better than me. Oh well, he's probably got a huge hog on him. That's probably, yeah. I'm probably not gonna be good at pornos. Mm. Would you be in a porno though? Leave it in the comments. Would you shake your ass for some dollar bills? I'm telling you, I would. I just don't know who's gonna be giving me dollars. But I mean, I can shoot my shot, try it out. I'll leave a link in the description whenever it happens. I'm gonna need some fans out there. All 7 of you. I'm gonna need you to watch my. If I release a porno, I expect at least a couple of watches. Couple of you should watch it. It's going to be a short film, though. Short, small film with a lot of heavy breathing. Hopefully, it's a ranch style house. Because if I got to go up and down stairs, we're going to have to cut. Fuck, somebody give me a Coca-Cola. Somebody give me a Coca-Cola. Never tried a Blue Chew, but fucking stick one in me. I'm going to need something to help me get going. I'm going to need a 5-hour energy, a Blue Chew, a Coca-Cola, maybe a Gordita Crunch. That's a Taco Bell item. And then I'm going to need a nap. I'm going to play on my phone, take a nap, then I'll be ready to roll. Okay? It's going to be some of the best content you're ever going to see. I will have a little bit of cheese on my belly. But that's going to play into the storyline for sure. She can lick it off of me. My brown sugar stomach. I don't know. I don't think I should do porn. Sounds like a lot of work. Anyways, thank you for making it to the end of the episode. That's awesome. Adios. Keep all 18 down. We're gonna talk to you again in a little bit.